I don't feel like it was noticed very widely in crypto, but last year, they enabled all PayPal accounts to actually withdraw any of their crypto assets to a non-custodial wallet. Okay, and they did the same with Venmo earlier this year. That to me is freaking big.
Yeah, can you say why it's big? Why in your opinion is it big? Obviously it's big, but why is it big? It's such a simple thing. Oh, they enabled withdrawals. Why is it so big? Such a big deal?
It's so big because of a few things. Because I think it proves. We told people we're going to say it, the DeFi Mullet thesis. Basically, PayPal and Venmo has a nice, user-friendly, parents-ready, grandma-friendly mobile experience that's trusted. Those people purchase crypto if they want inside of this application. And then you might assume if PayPal was evil and nefarious and didn't want you to really have your crypto assets and your private keys, that they would keep it siloed forever, right? So that's a possibility, but they didn't do that. Instead, they're providing an exit ramp into a non-custodial crypto wallet. So what this does is it's basically the first step of a large fintech company with 400 million accounts worldwide, shipping, not using the banking system, but using a bankless money system. So guys, the full DeFi Mullet thesis is just this idea that crypto infrastructure gets so good. Okay, so think of the existing banking infrastructure across the world. That's the fax machine, right? It's still better in some ways than crypto in a lot of ways, okay? But now we have this programmable money system that's improving all of the time. It's decentralized. That is the new, the crypto system. And we are the internet, okay? Banking system is the fax machine. We're the internet. The idea here is that fintech will they'll just kick the banking system to the curb, all right? They'll replace it opportunistically as we earn it over time, but they have no problem being like a front end to any sort of banking system, whether it's a crypto banking system or whether it's a TradFi, dumb US fax machine banking system. They'll just use the best one. So the DeFi Mullet thesis is they're going to rip out that infrastructure, carefully over time, maybe slowly, and replace it with this better infrastructure. So why I think that's a big deal is now he called it a front door. I was saying backdoor because I meant Trojan horse, secret, from the banks. But he was calling it a front door, and that's right too.
This is the main thing, yeah.
Yeah, to onboard users into crypto. So it's grown at the DeFi Mullet. This is I think one of the biggest evidence points for that thesis. Now we still got to earn it. We still got a ways to go, but that's why it's a big deal.
Right. So I love that articulation. I have a slightly different one, but yours comes from the perspective of the banking layer. Mine is from the nation state layer, but just to double down on the whole. So right now, PayPal, what is PayPal to the average person? It's oh yeah, it's that internet thing that helps me make online payments. And you send money in there to your PayPal account. So the dollars in the commercial banking layer are the first class citizens of PayPal, until they've done the integration with crypto and allowed outbound withdrawals. And now these things, even though maybe most PayPal users probably still the dollars side of PayPal, at least at the integration layer, the technical layer, these two things are shoulder to shoulder. One isn't maybe privileged more than the other. Maybe the send with dollars button's bigger. But the point is technically integrated, they are equivalent. And assuming that crypto networks improve naturally over time, this is just the Indiana Jones moment where just soon the dollars are the weird exception, the exception to the rule, and the rule is crypto because crypto is now in there and eventually crypto will just be more in demanded. The area of emphasis that I want to double down on is why this is so significant is that this is just a huge check on power on a potential theoretical authoritarian future of the United States of America, because you can now take your money outside of the banking system, which is an extension of the state, which is the state system. PayPal has now given you the exit ramps so you can be in the permissionless self-sovereign world. And PayPal is a very big company with 400 million accounts, call it 300 million users. And so all of these people have the ability to maintain their freedom, maintain their sovereignty, go on to public permissionless crypto rails. And if the United States of America wants to stop that, they would have to get really authoritarian because now this exit ramp exists. It's easier to stop it before it exists. Now it exists, and now it's even harder to stop. And so this is just one of many deaths by 1,000 cuts of nation state and banking layer control over our money and finance. Yeah. And it's a really important one because it's like the big fintech. It's PayPal.
Yeah, I think that's right. I mean, inside of the kind of PayPal Venmo app, crypto, ETH and Bitcoin can be traded as any other foreign currency, right? So you could do dollars, you could do euro, you could do yen, you could do RMB, or you could do ETH, or you do Bitcoin, right? And when
that's why I said in the intro that like Ether and Bitcoin, by their own merits as money, are also shoulder to shoulder with a dollar.
They are, and so when there wasn't that exit ramp, right? When you couldn't actually withdraw from PayPal and Venmo, then there was always like, yeah, it's imaginary PayPal ledger money. It's not kind of real, actual Bitcoin and Ether. But now with the exit ramp, you obviously have the ability to kind of withdraw and